Hello, Taurus, and welcome to my space. So, Taurus, it's looking like you are literally just minding your own business and something approaches. So, it's very interesting. It's like what I'm seeing in the cards so far is that you're just nourishing your own beautiful things, like your manifestations, your life. You're building everything up as you see fit, and you're also enjoying that space. You're providing a lot of love and care to all aspects of your life. And it's as if there's someone who has been watching your progress, perhaps maybe from a distance, and it looks like they're approaching. I don't know yet necessarily if they are in the motion of approaching, but it looks like they're definitely noticing you. They're definitely noticing you. So you are being witnessed, actually. That's what this is referring to. Taurus is being witnessed. So my name is Nikki Antoine, and today, of course, we'll be doing a timeless message for the essence of Taurus. And as always, since all of these messages, they are timeless, I trust that when they find you and resonate, then they are yours at the time in which you find them. I have done your spread today with my classic deck. It's three decks in one, the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Dreamscape Oracle, as well as the Luna Tarot, all of them by Hughes. So you'll be seeing those in your spread. So let's go ahead and take a look at your underlying energy and see where that is. Oh, this is fascinating. Okay, great. This is great. Because remember how I was talking about how you're focusing on building up many things in your life. Like you're really honing in on the specific details of stuff and providing nourishment. And on the underlying energy, you're showing up. Wait, hang on. I just saw something. Hang on one second. The Hierophant, there's your energy as well. So you're in your energy. You're in your true manifestational energy. It's really lovely, especially with this Magician card that's coming up here as your underlying energy. And what I'm seeing with this is that you are residing in a space where you are completely trusting your intuition to guide your steps forward in the decisions that you are making for all of your manifestations. And because what I'm seeing here is like she's touching her third eye and her eyes are closed. So there's a sense of walking forward with, I don't want to say it's blind faith because it's very well informed. It's not blind faith. It's allowing your intuition to guide you and to inform your emotions. So you actually might be one who participates in some type of spiritual practice, because I often see this magician as someone who sits in meditation, because she's got this little incense bowl here and all of the smoke is rising. So it looks as though you have a routine, a specific routine, maybe a spiritual routine where you light incense, you set intentions, it's coming through actually as affirmations. Maybe you're like touching specific parts of your body and like speaking over yourself. And that is putting you in this magician energy. It's like you're alchemizing your own spiritual nature to work for you. It's like you're well, of course, like your intuition does work for you, but you're learning, not necessarily learning, it's like you're harnessing how your intuition is informing all of the decisions that you're making. So that's your underlying energy. And let's take a look at the bridging energy to see where it's going to be taking you. And so on the split, it's taking you into this King of Wands, which is very fascinating because I don't think this is you, actually. I think this is that other individual. Or at least this is a witness of some sort. So it's taking you into the eyesight of this King of Wands. This King of Wands is witnessing you. I often see him actually as, you see these two lions up here? It comes through as the King of Wands is searching for something. Like, you know, he's looking around in every direction. He's searching for something. He actually might not even really know exactly what he's searching for. It's just there's a craving that's coming over him. There's something he's craving something. Maybe it's like creativity or newness, or you know, something that is dynamic and interesting, very much different from all of the other things that he's witnessed. And when he finally, see, he doesn't really know exactly what that is, but he will when he sees it. That's the trick here. It's not a trick, but that's what it is. It's like he'll know it when he sees it. And so he's been out here searching, and then with this King of Wands showing up as the bridging energy, it's like you, Taurus, are now being placed within his sight. Because what I'm seeing now is that it's almost as if he's honed in, very much honed in on you and your gorgeous process. And the fascinating part here is that because you're showing up as this magician with their eyes closed, touching their third eye, you might be intrinsically seeing him with your third eye, maybe perhaps in the spiritual practice that you have, but you're not seeing him physically. So that's really interesting. It's like almost as if he hasn't yet physically appeared, or whoever this is. So let's look at the overall energy for you and see what that entails. Overall energy for Taurus. And we have the Six of Wands showing up as your overall energy. And that's what I mean. It's like, it's as if everything that you are touching at this moment in time is pure gold. I mean, you've got that Midas touch. You've got that, what do you call it? It's like a je ne sais quoi. You've got it. And it's like that's very fascinating because, you know, the King of Wands it's like he doesn't really know exactly what he's looking for, but he knows it when he sees it. It's that je ne sais quoi. And why is it French? But that's what this is. That's fascinating. I'm noticing here that he's wearing this red and this yellow cloak. And then this being the Six of Wands, your overall energy, and this yellow or golden flag that's flying. Oh, this is fascinating. So they are seeing within you something that is also within them. It's this King of Wands. Oh, it's very dynamic. It's really gorgeous. So they're actually this is fascinating because you would almost expect for this to show up as the Queen of Wands, but you're not paired yet. So, but the interesting part here is that you two are actually incredibly similar. You're showing up as almost like it's coming through as like two of a kind. Two of a kind. That's very interesting. So now, of course, these readings, they are general messages for Taurus, but if you would like to get a private reading, you can look to see how to book that on my website, which you'll find in the description box below. But just, you know, moving forward to the first row of a reading, we're starting off here. Well, I kind of want to start in the center. So we're starting off here with you showing up as the sun. So you're coming through actually as incredibly bright. You are a shining star. And with this Six of Wands that's showing up here, I'm actually, okay, and then there's also this Ace of Cups too. So there's a lot of newness that's showing up for you. So you are showing up as a rising star. So you might be presenting yourself publicly more than you ever have before. And because of that, you're starting to receive a lot of recognition, actually. You're starting to receive you're starting to be noticed is really what it is. And it's just like how this King of Wands is now super honed in on you, and they can see within you something that reminds them of themselves. So you actually might be, whatever you're doing, whatever you're manifesting and cultivating. I often talk about this Sun card as a gardener, as one who cultivates all of these different aspects of their life. And you know, with this Magician here, it's like you're cultivating many different manifestations or like projects. It's coming through as like projects. There are several different projects that you are overseeing, and you are applying a lot of nurture. You're caring for them. You're loving on them. You're also shining a light on all of your different projects as well. So it's like you are in this space where you are showcasing yourself. Now, the interesting part here is that, okay, so actually let me back up because I said something before and I want to finish that thought, is that, you know, they're seeing within you something that's within them as well. So there's a recognition of self when this King of Wands looks at you. And what that's kind of telling me is that it's like maybe you guys actually do very similar work. Maybe you're in the same industry or the same field or something like that. And they're looking at your projects, the things that you are producing, and they're seeing something within it that reminds them of themselves. It's as if they've been actually looking for, well, right, that two of a kind, that's what it's, as if they've been looking for a partner. It's very interesting. I actually want to take this a little bit out of romantics, because, you know, of course I'm seeing this Ace of Cups here, and it's like, this could be perhaps maybe a romantic endeavor. It might not, though. It's like I want to take this more into business, actually. So it's as if this King of Wands, you know, and they're also showing up here as this Emperor. It's as if they're looking for a business partner. They've been looking for a business partner. And they will know who they are when they see it. And when they see you, they see all of the things that you're cultivating. And they also, there's a huge recognition of their own energy within your work. So it's like it is really pulling them forward to want to make this offer, this Ace of Cups here. They're wanting to offer some type of opportunity, or they're also wanting to nurture your project as well. So maybe this could be like, I'm trying to think of like ways that this could be showing up in your life. And it's like, it's almost as if this could be like an investor of some sort, because you've got this sun energy, you've got the light, right? I'm thinking about a plant. If your project is a plant, you need light, but you also need water. And so it's like, you're providing all of the light, and they're going to come in and water. They're going to come in and water your project, which means that by them providing this extra element of nutrients to your project, it's like it's going to grow. That's what I'm seeing here. They're wanting to help you grow what you already have, because it's like I often see these little things here as like they're like little plants that haven't yet formed flowers or leaves or anything. They're just sprouts. So they're seeing your project as a little baby sprout, okay? And when they come in with this water or this Ace of Cups, or maybe, you know, they could be like a benefactor or something like that. there's something that they're offering you that is going to take your sprouts and actually start to produce these flowers. You see how there's a development that is happening here. So whatever they're providing for you is going to help to lift your project up and up out of the soil, and actually it's a lotus, so through the water, and rising at the top of the bed of water so that it can blossom, right? It's like they're wanting to provide something that would help your whatever you're working on to blossom. So that's very, very fascinating, because it's like sometimes I actually see this sun card as actually being underwater. So it's really interesting because the water realm specifically can talk about the psychic realm, which, you're actually, this is really fascinating, because you're actually not seeing them physically, but you're seeing them with your third eye. You're seeing them psychically. So that's fascinating. It's as if they're at like a distance from you, and they're wanting to help water your project, but they're not physically with you. So that's interesting. So they're also showing up here as this emperor. And it's like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's just this look in his eyes that is, it's like he's very fixated. He's very fixated on you and what you're developing. And there's something that he sees within your project, within your cultivation, that it's almost like he can see that it would be, it's coming through as like really lucrative, actually. It's coming through as like super lucrative. Like you could make a lot of money doing this. That's what it's talking about. Because it's like I'm seeing his hands, and I'm like, it's like I can feel a cash flow is what it is. And so that's what I'm sensing for you here with this emperor. It's like he's looking at you and can see, it's like his eyes are green. That's interesting, because green, I don't know, it's an interesting dynamic to kind of play in, because it's like, what is that green? It's not green with envy or anything. It's just that when he looks at it, he can see the richness within it. And he can also see that whatever you're developing has the potential to become incredibly lucrative. And so that's why he's wanting to invest more into your project, because to take it from a sprout to an actual blossoming to a flower, that's where that lucrativeness is coming through. It's like it's coming through in the blossom. But there's kind of like another side piece to this message here, in that when they see you, it's almost as if he's being like stopped in his tracks. It's like they've been searching, almost like there's a spotlight that has been searching and looking for, this is interesting, it's coming through as like someone who is in the eye of the camera, has been searching for the right one to be in the camera, and they find you, and this like, that's the one. But then also when they look at you, there's a lot of information that is coming their way with this elephant here. I'm seeing this as actually as your energy. It's really fascinating. It's like, it's your energy, but because it's also incredibly similar to this emperor's energy, 'cause I don't know, it's like their eyes look very similar today. And it's as if he's it's so fascinating. It's like he's receiving information about his own self or his own development through watching you. And not only that, he's also seeing information about you as well. It's almost like this could be somebody who can read auras very well, or they can like look at someone and they receive information about them, kind of like sort of in like a remote viewing type of way, but it's like they can receive information about that person, and all of this information it's stampeding in to their vision. It's very fascinating because it's like what I'm sensing here is that it's causing them to be like transfixed, like they're very transfixed in gazing at you, because the more that they look at you, Taurus, the more information they get about you, maybe in how to approach you, but they're also receiving a lot simultaneously. They're also receiving a lot of information about themselves. It's very fascinating. So, Taurus, if this reading resonated with you, I will be pulling some more cards, and you can find the link for the extended in the description box, and hopefully I will see you there. Bye.